Wrong, didn't it? The cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. So I can go back to that room I was in and get a box, or I can get something from here. Let's have a look. Alright, there is a rabbit. And
let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
okay, this Alexander fellow, he did not have the best of hobbies, it has to be said. Milestones of human anatomy, chambers of human skull. What was this fella up to? Understanding balance, the canine jaw, an actual dog. Oh dear. And what do we have in here? Got a candle, some more canine jaws. I'm assuming this is the man himself, Baron Alexander. Hello there. Creepy mannequin. Bones! What do we have in the other drawers? Very good. So I guess we can assume that Alexander was up to some pretty gnarly stuff, if that's what he's just got in his drawers. Oh, is there anything in here I can have a look at? No, it's just a bird. Let's get this window sorted out then. Unless... hang on. There's something else to look at down this hallway? Nope, that hallway is basically not for sale. So come on. Ooh, let's chair it up. And shabooms! Yeah, smashing windows makes you sane. Let's just, come on, get that. Nice, lovely forest. Bit murky, bit misty, but lovely all the same, except it looks like the trees are growing flesh as well. Something not fantastic is going on. I don't know, Dan. If you can just find your way to edge down this wall, you can run out of this creepy castle and just be free. Isn't that what you want? No? Alright, what's this? When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind is not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Okay, there is a plot, and it is thickening. Even the subtitle guy doesn't know what this picture is of. But that's of elevator renovation plans, elevator schematics. Very interesting stuff. What's here? Chamber controller. How you doing for oil? Doing alright. I'm doing well for oil. Let's just be perfectly honest. I think this playthrough is going well for me. A few drops of oil. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude. Complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Alright, and what is this? A flow cycle rod. So good. Alright, come on. Chill yourself. You're doing fine. Are we still bleeding profusely? A few cuts and bruises. Okay, so you do sort of naturally get healthier on your own. That's pretty good. What do we have in here? Alright, so we didn't get the key from this place. But obviously we got instructions for fixing the lift. And that's pretty important. We would have needed that anyway. So let's, whoa! Dan. Alright, the forests are still having a bit of a freak out. It's cool. We've seen all we want to see from this room. This whole place, in fact. So let's just sort of get back out of here. Hopefully there's nothing. Alright, just book it. Thomas Cook it. Bam! The thin cold mist brushed his face as he stepped outside. London weather could be cruel, but it was the kind of cruelty he could handle. Alright. Everything's looking good. I've got one room left until the room from hell. So, to the guest room it is. He climbed out of bed and looked out the window. It was completely dark. He waited, glanced at the old clock and waited some more. 4 o'clock, he thought. It's enough.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Ooh, Dan, I don't know. Whoop. Hey. That one won't open all the way. Guess because that candle. Doesn't look like there's anything in there anyway. So this guest room must have been where Daniel slept, and it's been ransacked.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Dear. So I guess Herbert's dead. Presumably attacked and killed by the very thing that is hunting you. Oh, what's this? Laudanum. Thanks very much. Do I really need it at the minute? A few cuts and bruises. That's not worth using laudanum on. So look what we got in here. Bit of blood and a bottle. There was some sort of struggle here. And another one here. Unless that's just wine. Yeah, I guess that's wine. Broken bottles of wine. Crowbar. It's all going well. What have we got here, son?
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Blah, 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 blah. Then what was pieces? We will have to find out.
Daniel? What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Oh me, oh my. What do we got in here? A lovely shirt. But what's in the bottom drawer? Da 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 da. Alright, looks like we found all we can in this room. So let us... The door is stuck due to a broken lock. Well, guess what I've got? Whoop!
The key. Please, let it be here.
Close your doors behind you. Always a good idea.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Alright. Let's have a look at this diary
4th of
first.
July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
I'd throw that thing away if I were you, Daniel. Oh shit! I was wondering when that was going to happen. You can see I was sort of expecting this, so we've got to hide, man. We have got to hide. Because there is something with us. So this is kind of like a tutorial for monsters, and the reason the next room I'm going to go to scares me so much is because there are no tutorials, there are no hints, this shit just happens and you have to be ready for it. Who wants that so we can hear him? We have to resist the temptation to look, we have to be as quiet as fucking possible. Because if he opens this, we are doomed. Come on. He's gone. So there you go. Survival, survival, survival. We don't have to worry about him being just on the other side of the door, just for some reason he's not. Whatever that monster is, he can really move around quickly when he wants to, because he will be nowhere in this whole giant hall. See? Oh dear. That didn't used to be here, did it? No. Pretty sure it wasn't. Let me just give myself a bit of an itch. Right. Did I get the keys to the machine rooms? If I did, I'm going to do the machine room first. Because I really want to put that room off. As you may have guessed. So, as you can tell, the sort of happy, nice music that's in this room is gone. This place is already getting a little bit less safe. So let's go for the machine room first. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Alright, so why are you gnashing your teeth? There is light in this room. It's fine. Come on. Plenty of light.
The flicker, the bluish light.
Alright. It occurs to me. Cycle rod. It did say the thing wouldn't work without all the rods, didn't it? Maybe the other rods I need are in that room I'm trying to avoid? I can't remember. My brain...
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture.